As promised, here's how to make vanilla paste. Vanilla paste is thicker than extract, but it is used in the exact same way. So if a recipe called for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, you could also use 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste instead. In this recipe, all measurements are by weight and not volume. I use a kitchen scale and it makes it so fast and simple to make. For this recipe, I am using 4 ounces of vanilla beans. If you only have 2 ounces, you can just half everything I am using. So start by cutting the vanilla beans into smaller pieces. If you have a high power blender, you may not have to cut as small, but for mine, I like to cut them into about 6 pieces to make it easier for the blender. After you have them cut, throw them into the blender. I then place the blender on the scale to add the rest of the ingredients to make it so simple. So I zero the scale and then add in 6 ounces of water. Then zero the scale again and add in 16 ounces of granulated sugar. Zero the scale once more and add in 12 ounces of vodka or light rum. That is 35 to 50% alcohol. I here am using Absolute vodka. Then zero the scale one last time and add in 2 ounces of light corn syrup. Now it's time to blend it all up. Turn the speed of the blender to high and let it run for at least 2 minutes. Stop the blender and check to see that the vanilla beans are broken down into bits as small as the vanilla caviar itself. Process longer if needed. Then there is one last ingredient, xanthine gum. Not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what I'll call it. You are then going to turn the blender back on medium-low speed and slowly sprinkle half a teaspoon, no more, of xanthine gum in through the port in the lid. Let it run for about 15 to 30 seconds to evenly disperse the xanthine gum. The gum is added to help keep the caviar suspended within the paste. If you don't use it, it's okay. The paste will just be a little less thick and the caviar may fall to the bottom of the container, but that's okay. Just give it a good mix before using. And that's it. It's ready. So get your bottles or airtight containers ready and add the paste to them and enjoy. Again, it is best to let it sit for a month, but again, if you're using it in a baked good recipe, then you can use it right away. I use this paste in my homemade ice cream and the taste is phenomenal, real vanilla flavor. But wait till you taste the difference in all your baked goods. You will not go back to the artificial stuff ever again. Oh, and one last thing, do not just rinse the vanilla down the drain that is left in your blender. Pour some milk into the blender, turn it on to get all the vanilla paste out of the blender and mix it with the milk. Add the milk to a little container and then place in the fridge and use for coffee or hot chocolate. You won't be disappointed.